Hello! First off, thank you so much for listening to Metropolis. Before we get to the show, we first wanted to introduce you to another show you may like if you like this one. Kind, an LGBTQ mythical noir audio drama, is out now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It has fantastic storytelling, which is always the most important part, and it also has the best audio production that you will hear in any audio drama anywhere. We're going to play the trailer now, check it out, and then after that we'll get on with episode 3 of Metropolis.
You put sprigs of plum blossom in your hair, and every time you took a step, a petal or two would shake loose, and Samir would collect them in his tiny purse.
His fluffy orange purse.
He gave them to me when I tucked them in that night. Told me that he was keeping you safe for me. I still have them.
You do.
I keep every part of it. It's a simple task, Mr. Hurst. Just snuff out the flame with your hand. Use your hand, I said. No cheating.
I can't do it.
A shame. I will show you one last mercy.
Don't shoot. Please don't shoot.
I am sorry for this.
Kind, an LGBTQ plus mythical noir audio drama. Available now on your favorite podcasting app.
And now, our feature presentation, Metropolis. This episode of Metropolis has some more intense situations, some more four-letter potty mouth, as well as some loud yells, pops, and bangs in the final third. Listener discretion is advised.
Why did I think I'd be able to sleep? All right, fuck it. You got yourself here. Now you need to do what you came here to do. Let's see what the magic button can do.
City services.
Oh. Yes, hi. Remind me, what room is Goldie Grozny staying in?
Hello, Goldie. You are staying in room 13855 of the Suyen Perch building. Welcome to Metropolis.
Yes, of course, thank you. Okay, not anonymous. Good to know.
City services.
Which room in the Suyen Perch building is Oliver Harriman staying in?
Oliver Harriman is in room 13755.
Oh, well, my pal is right below me. What a fascinating coincidence. Does seem terribly convenient, doesn't it, that there is nothing but this floor between his ears and my mouth. For all I know, he's listening to every damn thing I say. You know, I suddenly feel the tremendous urge to listen to the radio. That's too sedate. Better. That might sound better if I stick it on the ground. Maybe just pop that so the speakers are facing down. There. I'm doing him a favor. It's culture. Okay, Nan, time to quit screwing around. There's one question you need to ask yourself. Would Goldie ask about Stanley? Or is that going to be too suspicious? No, they worked together.
City services.
Hi, in which room in the Suyen Perch building is Stanley Bronfels staying?
There is no record of a Stanley Bronfels in the Suyen Perch building. We apologize.
Okay.
City services.
In which room in the Suyen Perch building was Stanley Bronfels staying?
There is no record of a Stanley Bronfels having stayed in the Suyen Perch building. We apologize. City services.
Is there a record of Stanley Braunfels having stayed anywhere on the island of Metropolis?
One moment. There is no record of the Stanley Braunfels having been present on the island of Metropolis. We apologize.
Wait, that's it? It's just he never existed? What? Well, there is one little problem with this plan. I know he existed.
Metropolis, Episode 3. For those who know that he existed.
If it isn't my buddy pal, Mr. Oliver Harriman. Looks like you survived the heavy hand of officialdom yesterday. Seemed as if they were gonna pack you up and put you on the next 18-hour autogyro ride home.
Wouldn't you have loved that?
I'm a shifty figure with unknown motives, so who knows? If your plan was to eat breakfast alone and in peace, I'm ruining that plan. You look too lonely to leave this way.
Someone once told me Metropolis was a city about loneliness.
They sound smart. I'm just surprised you're not here pretending to sleep.
It's rude to wear your hat indoors. And it's my first opportunity to eat beneath a glowing 30-foot glass sculpture of a lammergeier.
Back where I'm from, they'd call that a vulture.
Where I'm from, too. I'm just trying to ignore the symbolism. What are you doing here, Goldie? I thought the ink was dry on our mutual distrustment pact.
I'm a breakfast prisoner.
So I suppose you got the same ominous agenda slipped under your door that I did.
I did. Just like a summer camp, every minute of ours is planned. No free roaming in the City of Miracles. Oh, did you have the same elevator experience that I did?
Oh, you mean when none of the buttons work except the one that takes you to this floor?
That'd be it.
Though they really do want us to be sheep in a pen. Well, and in 15 minutes is our first shearing session. Well, isn't that...
Wow!
Did this new fork just come...
A bot just came from nowhere.
Damn, did you see...
By the time I noticed and turned to track it, it was already gone.
How is that possible?
They're always everywhere and nowhere.
I would really, really like to get a good look at one of them. Well, pleasant as this has been, I need to get back up to my room before the fun starts. I believe you're aware that we're vertical neighbors?
Oh, really?
If I'd have known you were such a Prikorsky fan, I probably would have pushed you out of that autogyro.
Indeed. Too late now.
Alas. Well, good...
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. I know the sun is still down and we can't see it yet, but trust me that it should be beautiful. Excuse me.
When does the sun come up today?
About 30 minutes before it goes right back down.
Okay, yes. A special honor for everyone today. Anders Van Rossum has a small filmed message for everyone. Please be ready to look out the window when he gives the signal.
Gives the signal?
Shh.
To my dear Foreign Press Corps, 16 years ago, we completed the Rhine-Willander building. 8 weeks ago, you were all invited to witness us knocking it down. When it was built, it was the tallest building in the world. It would still have been the tallest building in the world today had we not kept making new ones, but we did. And so its time had come. One thing I noticed, none of the articles you wrote about the demolition made mention of the effort that went into making the Rhine-Willander building in the first place.
Wait, no one?
Back then, it took 58 million man-hours over 3 years, and it required importing labor from all over the world to do it. Now, as a contrast, I would like to show you its replacement, on which we broke ground 6 weeks ago. I'll pause here.
Conroy, that's the signal. Can you please?
That building will be the Rhine Cornelia, and it is still only half finished, and when it is complete, it will again be the tallest building in the world, and currently, not a single man-hour is being spent on its construction.
Oh my Christ.
Robots.
15 years ago, there were no robots. 10 years ago, there were 1,000. This year, there are 200,000, and in 5 years, I would like for there to be one for every man, woman, and child in the city for all 2 million of us. They will make our lives easier, but they will not make our lives easy. Because for all of the comfort and ability they provide, they will simply show why we must work harder and we must move faster to make a better, bolder city, to show the way it can be to the rest of the world. All I ask of you is to tell the story, because I know that you will, so that the world may follow.
You are now being handed an information sheet with the details on the new building. Hopefully it will be fruitful for any articles you may file on the new construction. And for any questions? Yes, question?
Yeah. So he mentioned 0 man-hours are currently being spent on construction. Is that just as in this moment? Or does that mean 0 man-hours for the whole construction project?
It doesn't say here.
And also, I'm assuming that's just for the actual on-site construction, is that correct? Not including architecture or procurement or... Ow! What?
Oh, I'm not quite sure. Let me see.
Don't you know you are not here to be a reporter? You write what's on the sheet.
I still have to do my job.
No, it doesn't say. I believe we will need to get back to you, Ms. Grosny. Our next session is in 10 minutes, so I believe that's all the questions we have time for. We expect everyone to be back here by then. Thank you.
Hey, what the...
I'm going back to my room.
What, to drop off your precious paper? I guess I'd better drop my precious paper off, too. What the... Just shot past my floor. What the fuck?
Hello. You must be Ms. Grosny.
Hi. I must be. Yes, and you are?
Berno Van Rossum. Pleasure.
Van Rossum. That's a rather significant name in these parts.
Significant, maybe, but not uncommon. You see Van Rossums everywhere in Metropolis. But there's only a few of them that really count.
Which kind of Van Rossum would you be?
Well, I realize this is a bit forward of me, but I wanted to intercept you before you went to your next session. I thought I could give you a more candid introduction to Metropolis.
The sense I'm getting is that we're really being encouraged to stick with the program.
Don't be an idiot. The program is a pile of bullshit. I've already told them not to expect you.
Okay.
How would you like to have tea on the circuit?
Great.
Follow me. This will be our gondola. You'll want to sit on that side.
Lace and silver, I see.
Of course. This isn't some manure-stinking cow town. This is Metropolis.
Indeed.
Good morning, Mr. Van Rossum. What is your desire?
White peony tea for me, rosemary for the lady, and cucumber and sea urchin sandwiches.
Very good. We are put into motion.
Rosemary it is, I suppose.
You'll like it.
As is your desire.
So, does it go with us on the gondola? It stands there with the tea?
If it's blocking the view, just tell it to move.
Huh. So, I presume this is called the circuit because we're moving.
Yes, we are. And yes, it is called the circuit because it makes a circuit of the city.
Wow, we are really high up. Has anyone ever fallen out of one of these gondolas?
I think you'll find that to be amusingly difficult. But be my guest. Try to stick your hand out.
Okay, suppose. I think I got it. Oh, that's uncanny.
It's an electric suspensor field. A weaker one. But rest assured, it would be a real achievement to find your way out of a gondola in quite that fashion.
Only thing I can think of like that is inappropriate for the setting.
Well, in that case, I really must insist that you tell me.
The closest thing I can think of to that is trying to force your hand up a bull's anus.
That is fantastic. I would have used that. That's really terrific.
Except that with a bull, you don't get the same electric tingle like you're having the blood shaken out of your hand.
I suppose I need to defer to your expertise on that.
I did notice that once I did get my fingers through, the temperature change was really obvious. These fields, they're insulating?
Yes, yeah. That's pretty apt. Yeah, that's why these fields were originally invented, as a means of open-air insulation.
I thought the heat shadow was part of that.
The much mythologized heat shadow. May we never hear the end of it. Spend some time out there and tell me how warm it is. The rabble across the Cholosh might be comfortable at -10, but that's for them. More tea?
As is your desire.
For her too.
Thank you.
New people always thank the help.
Is that the term used here for the robots? The help?
For the other concerned parties, they're the help. Out on the walks, you'll hear robots, or just bots, which is vulgar, but it can't be helped.
At the meeting this morning, Anders Van Rossum called them robots.
Did he?
So, okay, with the circuit, I'm curious, can anyone... Oh my god.
Oh yes, those bots there. Building the other new tower on the Cholosh coast. A tasteful one, for once, so of course nobody ever talks about it the way they do the Rhine Cornelia.
Jesus, they're like bees on a honeycomb.
Maybe. Is that another farmism?
What? Have you never seen a beehive? The Cholosh coastline. That's where the beach of Metropolis is?
Beach of Metropolis. There is no beach of Metropolis. So much is made about a thing that doesn't exist. It's idiotic.
Noted. Now, about the circuit. I wanted to ask, what the...
Bring it right up alongside, then match speed.
As is your desire.
Fancy seeing you glowering in a new locale.
Oh, Maeva. Unwelcome at the party as always.
We are the party burner.
Who's she? Oh, I know.
She's irrelevant.
She's that reporter you were talking about. Oh, Well, you can't let her walk around like that.
Okay, so
You have a way
just
of
to-
missing every signal that you are clearly unwelcome.
That's the only signal you put out, Burno.
We just like to see you all red and angry.
You get that red vein throbbing in your temple, it's very
Addressing
fun.
adjacent
You
gondola,
almost look like your
override
brother.
control locks, disengage and return to terminus.
Very good.
That's no fun at all.
What is man you some privilege? We'll expect better next time.
Idiot. You were trying to ask a question?
Yeah, who the heck were those people and
Nope.
what?
No.
Nope, what?
She is right, though. Can't walk around like that.
Like what?
We'll have the consultant come later.
Okay, what I was trying to ask before was about the circuit. There are so many other people on the island.
Ah, never use that term. Metropolites don't use the term on the island.
Why not?
They don't.
Okay.
Your question.
You know, I'll get the answer some other way. I'm just gonna enjoy my tea.
Oh? Well, I am here to answer any questions that you may have.
That's marvelous. May I have more tea, please?
As is your desire.
Thank you very much.
As a reporter, I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for me that I would be happy to answer. Perhaps you're curious about some of the new initiatives Metropolis is working on.
I think I'm just enjoying this beautiful tour of the city. Thank you.
All right, cut the shit! I know you're not some insipid featherhead.
Okay, I'll cut the shit. As coy as you've been about it, you are clearly someone of some power in this city.
Go on.
And I've been here 18 hours, and I write puff pieces in a newspaper for a city you might refer to as a manure-stinking cow town, was it? And you already had a whole battalion of other reporters you've flown thousands of miles to be at your pleasure. So obviously, I'm a bit on my guard on what this is all about.
Listen. What I want... God damn it! God damn it! The dumb ones can't get you any answers. They can't do anything. But the smart ones, they won't do anything until you give them everything. More tea?
More tea?
Shh.
What?
Tea! Okay, you can't hear us. Let me just spell it out for you, since you apparently need it. The Metropolis Foreign Press Corps is not at my pleasure. Is that clear?
Okay.
You see, your predecessor did something interesting. He started printing things that needed to be said. He started finding things that needed to be found. And that was smart.
You're talking about Stanley? Braunfels.
Sure, that sounds right.
And now you're talking to me?
You appear to be fruit from the same tree.
Oh, do I? Okay. If I were to continue what he was doing, I need to know where he left off, where he is, and what do you know?
I don't know. He's just vanished.
Okay, that is unfortunate.
Don't let all these insipid colors and buildings around us fool you. Anders is leading this city on a path to our perdition. But no one is willing to see what I see. Everyone just dances to his tune like vapid lemmings. I simply want people to think for themselves.
It would seem like you actually want them to think the way you do.
Don't be fucking smart with me. All I'm asking, gently, is that you do what your friend was doing. That is what I need out of you.
My friend is gone. Why would it work out differently for me?
Ugh. The sly fox is already thinking about its own skin.
The sly fox wonders how the powerful man lets his agent disappear without knowing anything about it.
Well, that's it then. You just want to...
No, you listen. I think we might actually want the same thing, but if I'm going to get anywhere with it on this island, I really am going to need your help. Your real help.
My real help. I'm always helpful.
I think we've made a circuit. It was lovely. Thank you for the tea.
I'm always helpful.
Welcome home.
God, why am I so fucking stubborn? The smart thing to do was to kiss his ass.
City services.
Can you give me a dossier on Berno Van Rossum?
I do not recognize the term dossier. We apologize. City services.
Can you just tell me who Berno Van Rossum is?
One moment. Berno Van Rossum is a member of the other concerned parties of Metropolis.
That's it?
City services.
Can you tell me who the musician Isidore Prikorsky was?
One moment. Isidore Prikorsky was a Galician romantic composer specializing in symphonic music. Noted as the father of modern percussion, Prikorsky
Stop! Okay, something is up here.
City services.
How are Berno Van Rossum and Anders Van Rossum related?
One moment.
N.A.
N.A. what? What could that even mean in this context? N.A.?
City services.
Can you tell me?
We have a visitor, Miss Grosny. Miss Alsace Kitchener is requesting to visit. Shall we send her up?
Alsace Kitchener?
City services.
Who is Alsace Kitchener?
Alsace Kitchener is a bespoke tailoring consultant specializing...
Stop! Ugh, great. The consultant.
You have a visitor, Miss Grosny.
Send her up! Send her up! This is going to be a wonderful use of my time, no doubt.
Ms. Grosny, I presume.
You presume correctly.
May I come in?
Be my guest.
I suppose I should explain who I am and why I'm here.
No need. I know. I ran into... Yeah, actually, can you explain to me what an other concerned party is?
And now I understand why the priority on this appointment was changed. The way this works is you're recently arrived, right?
No, I'm an old hand. I've been here almost a full day.
Yes. Well, you'll notice that there's a class of people who are of responsibility in the city.
Right. The people who run Metropolis.
Well, some of the people in that cohort, they're of the class, but they're not directly responsible for anything. It's been determined that their skills are more general. They're advisors of a general sort.
I think I get what you're getting at.
They're an interesting bunch. Can I leave it there?
You can leave it wherever you want, but I think you've answered my question.
You're from the Arnhem-Coziers area, aren't you?
I guess you looked me up.
Yes. Also, I looked at you.
Really? What gave me away?
Pleats, tweed, that hem, the tuxedo shawl lapel over the mandarin collar.
That obvious.
Clothes speak loudly. I'm not saying it's a bad look. It's just of a place.
And that place isn't Metropolis.
Metropolis doesn't like to be reminded of places that aren't Metropolis. Can I go further?
What do you mean?
For your clothes to fit you, I need to get beyond what the tape tells me.
You need to take my measure, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
You want to be taken seriously, and you don't want attention for being stylish, but you're also slightly on trend. You want to show that you're paying attention, that you're hooked in.
Sure. All safe and accurate.
Can I keep going?
Okay.
I think You grew up in a rural area, and you're ambivalent about it. You feel like you've left it all behind, but also you don't fully want to let it go. Like, for example, someone could call you a rube, and it wouldn't bother you because you know you're not one. But if someone were to call you earthy, I think you'd find that hurtful, even though it isn't an insult. I apologize.
No, that's right. I just come from a place where you try not to let people know how to insult you.
I didn't mean to insult you.
I get that.
One more thing. Metropolis has you anxious. You are maybe trying to be someone you're normally not. I'm sorry, again.
Is all of this really coming from what I'm wearing?
Some of it. The boots you're wearing. How you have them laced and how scuffed they are. You're also wearing makeup that you don't know how to put on.
What? I thought I did a good job.
Metropolis can have that effect on newcomers. Makeup's a little out of my domain, but I can help you with that too.
I really thought I was doing that right.
That's the pernicious thing about my industry. There is no right and wrong, but there very much is a right and wrong. Okay, I think I have a direction. Do you mind if I take your measurements?
Literally this time?
Yes.
I would have sworn that this is something that the robots would do.
Well, they can, but most metropolites are very resistant to the idea of a robot touching them.
Huh. You really are not who I was expecting.
Were you expecting someone more superficial?
Maybe. Or less observant.
Unfortunately, not all of us see that as necessary. Can you lift your arms, please? Thank you. Arrogance does not have a stigma here in Metropolis. Could you hold your arms out straight?
Like that?
Yes, thank you. In fact, what I believe you might find is that arrogance is seen as a virtue here.
Huh.
I'm sorry, I should let you come to your own conclusions.
No, I already knew Metropolis was arrogant. I just didn't expect anyone here to say it.
It isn't something I would say to just anyone.
But you said it to me. Because I'm a foreigner.
I don't know why I said it to you. Okay, I think I have everything I need.
So what happens now? They have us all going to this gala this evening, but I'm guessing there's no way the clothes
Oh,
will
no. No. You'll have a nice new suit by then. Once I draw it and file it, the robots will have it to you within the hour.
Okay, I appreciate that you figured out I'd want to go to this thing in a suit rather than a gown or a little black dress or something.
Of course. That is what I do. That does remind me, before I go, we need to fix this.
Oh, I don't think you can fix my eyes. They're embedded in my head.
I know you're being disingenuous, but it's the eye makeup that gives you away.
Gives me away?
As someone not from Metropolis, I could fix it for you if you wished me to.
Yeah, okay, I wish it.
Let's go to the mirror. Here, let's rub this off.
Isn't that just gonna smear it?
This won't.
Wonders never cease.
Let's try this. You are definitely not used to putting eye makeup on.
Well, I'm definitely not used to having other people wave pointy objects right in front of my eyeballs, no. I suppose on some other day you're, helping Anders Van Rossum do his eye makeup?
Oh, no. Nobody gets that close to Anders. There is a certain type of person that would jump at the opportunity, though.
Sounds like you are not that type of person.
No.
Damn, that is way better.
One last thing I want to try.
Huh. So that's what that's for.
Do you mind if I make another observation?
Okay.
The way you've done this is like someone who has never thought of themselves as an attractive person. But that isn't accurate. You're a very attractive person. There.
Wow.
Will you permit me one last observation?
Sure.
You are not who I thought you were going to be either. When I read your columns, that is, Ms. Grosny.
Oh?
You have more substance than I was expecting. Here's my card. Call if you need any more sartorial help. Or if you want to connect socially, please call me. I think I would like that very much. Metropolis can be a difficult place alone.
Yeah. It is. All right, there. Sparko piece 1 is done. Everything is straight off the magic paper. God, does that feel dirty. Now I need to figure out how to even file it. Let's try that damn elevator again. Oh, come on.
Oh, Miss Grosny, I'm so glad to run
Yes,
into you.
Truly a mutual pleasure.
We really missed you at today's session, but I heard that you had the incredible honor to join one of our other concerned parties for
Yes,
tea.
it truly was an experience. Listen, maybe you can help me out. This elevator has an unusual quirk where most of the buttons don't work, and I was hoping to get down to the street.
Ah, yes, that. Well, as part of the program, we have new arrivals temporarily sequestered to the Suyen Perch building until they've had the opportunity to get acclimated to the social atmosphere of Metropolis.
I'm acclimated. Can I get into the city now?
I'm sorry. That won't be possible.
So I have a piece here I need to file, which means I need to get to the telegraph office.
Oh, your first piece from Metropolis. May I read it?
No. I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Ah, I see. Well, I have good news for you. You can file the piece right from your room. Just ask City Services and it'll walk you through it.
Swell. Okay, I guess that's what I'll need to do.
Delivery for Ms. Grosny.
Oh. The suit.
What a marvelous use of our consultant. You're going
Excuse me. Let's get out of here, robot friend. We're not going anywhere. And we're not going to go anywhere, are we? See, what was supposed to happen is that you, the delivery robot, told the elevator to go to the ground floor, and I, the human captive, hitched a ride to get out of here. That is not going to happen, is it?
That was quite ingenious. But unfortunately, the elevator won't activate with an initiate on board for now. But excellent show!
Oh, yes, excellent show! See you in an hour. God, I am such an idiot now. I look suspicious as hell.
Welcome home.
Ugh.
Message.
Whoa! Right out of the wall. Okay. It's from Zora. Not encoded. Hope you made the trip safe, Ms. Grozny. Stop. Got some questions wired from the Zalota Press Intelligencer about your whereabouts. Stop. Came straight to me, all good. Stop. They have sent their cartoonist, whom I guess you ran into. Stop. Be safe. Stop. You are missed. End telegram. Let's try something absolutely crazy.
City Services.
Hi. Would it be possible to get a copy of the Zalota Press Intelligencer dated last Tuesday?
One moment. Printing out. Thank you.
Whoa. Holy shit. Okay. Well, there it is. It'd probably be over in this section. There it is. Cartoon by OH exclamation point. Cute. But not without talent. Whoa. I wonder. This is... wow. Stan was somehow under some of this. Jesus! Oh, God! Oh, that was... oh, shit. That got my fight or flight going big time. I gotta get some air.
Look at you! You must have seen a consultant.
Hey!
You look fantastic.
Yeah, she was pretty impressive.
So, what do you think? Amazing, huh?
It's something.
Have you seen all the sculptures? They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're 40 feet tall and lit by Klieg lights, so yes, I've noticed them. They are really striking, though. Do you know who the sculptor is?
I don't. I wrote a piece about them a couple weeks ago, so come to think of it, that maybe was something I could have gotten into.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea.
Ooh, over here! Nora!
Oh, God.
Nora, this is Goldie. Nora and I are competitors. I write for the Lahanian Chronicle, and she's with the Lahanian Freelancer.
Pleasure to meet.
Did you see that Anya Stallman-Wooters is here? Did you see the gown that she was wearing? The alancé lace over the tall wings in the back? And the wings really move.
Oh my God. And with the pearls, just stunning.
With those wings, I just want to get down and parade to her. She's like some sort of avenging dragon angel. Oh, and did you see that she was talking to Clayman Cerny over on the balcony?
No way. Do you think they're an item?
I don't know. But I know what I'm writing about for tomorrow.
Ooh, me too, me too!
Oh my God.
So Goldie, what do you make of oh, look. Look, Israel Slamer, look. I cannot believe they got him and Anya Stallman-Wooters to come to the Suyan Perch. What are they doing here?
They should be up on the plate somewhere. Why are they even having a gala here in this place? It's such a dump.
They literally just answered that question during the speech we all just heard. It's the 10th anniversary of the building.
Oh! Right.
But the interesting part is, well, first off, the speech was from some minister of historical preservation, which is incredibly rich for a building that's only 10 years old. But he said something curious about the building no longer being one of the tallest, but about it still being amongst the deepest. And then he said something cryptic about the undergrid of Metropolis. And that really piqued my curiosity, so I was thinking...
Oh, no. You don't want to dig into that. Whatever an undergrid is, nobody's interested in that.
Honey, I know you're just finding your feet in Metropolis. It's okay. I know you'll get the hang of it.
Can you excuse me for a second? Fuck these fucking people, these fucking morons! God! Christ! Don't you know not to laugh at someone who is homicidal?
Looks like you made the same mistake I did.
Oh yeah? What was that?
Talked to people.
I can't imagine doing this every night. I just can't. I don't know how anyone can.
I have theories.
What, that these people are idiots?
I wouldn't limit it to these people.
You ever come to the conclusion that someone is a moron, then immediately have them condescend to you?
It's been my entire day.
Is that why you're out here alone? In the cold, drawing in your notebook?
Can't scream like you. Hurts my vocal cords.
Yeah.
Missed you today. At that session they set up?
Oh. I got buttonholed with an offer I couldn't refuse. But I'd have traded with you in a heartbeat.
Hard to believe. Who buttonholed you?
I would love to tell you, but...
But we have a mutual distrustment pact.
You know what? This is stupid. Can you do me a favor? Draw me something.
A commission? Anything in particular?
A sketch of the political cartoon in last Tuesday's Zalota Press Intelligencer would be lovely.
Deep cut. But I might be familiar. I seem to recall that had the Chancellor riding an octopus. But let's see.
Look at all this. I can't believe this building now qualifies as a dump. That's what the sheep pen reporters were calling it.
Make the cell bars out of gold and watch the prisoners hump the prison.
This is easily and without qualifier the nicest building I've been in my entire life.
Same. But you also missed that shed at the autogyro stop.
Oh yeah. How was that shed?
Definitely in the top 5 for forest clearing rest sheds. Okay. This is what you were looking for?
Yep. Yeah, this is it. It's a match. Looks like you're...
Thanks.
I vote for a dissolution of our mutual distrustment pact.
Loneliness of Metropolis got to you on the first day, huh?
How long did you think you were going to hold out?
Who says I hadn't already caved? Just couldn't find you. I'm withholding my vote to dissolve the pact, though, until I get paid for my commission.
Oh, and your fee is?
You just need to tell me why you're actually here.
Does the name Stanley Braunfels mean anything to you?
It might.
He was my predecessor here. He's a friend of mine. He decided to be a reporter instead of a sheep, and then he disappeared. And I want to know what happened.
Huh. That's... Okay. Consider the repeal ratified.
Okay, then. Berno Van Rossum.
Berno Van Rossum.
That's who buttonholed me.
Huh?
First, he tried to trick me with this odd little non-plan to get me to offer to help him. By the end, I wanted to say, you haven't put forth any reason as to why I should help you. You haven't offered anything. You haven't tried to charm me. You haven't even coherently tried to threaten me. Have you gotten everything in life simply by asking because you're you?
You do know who Bruno Van Rossum is, right?
I have been trying to get an answer to that all day.
He is the older brother of Anders Van Rossum.
Brothers? Wait, why would that be redacted from the city services line?
That is incredibly funny that it's redacted. What did he want your help for?
He wants me to do the same thing Stanley was doing, be a reporter and not a sheep.
Sounds like a complex situation.
Which is perfect when you're a virtual prisoner who knows nothing about anything here.
Did he talk about the other concerned parties at all?
Uh-huh, he did. And as far as I've been able to figure out, it's a sinecure for mediocre aristocrats. Keeps them out of the way.
Kind of. In practice, it's more that than not.
You clearly were able to find out way more about Metropolis from the outside than I was.
Meh.
Meh. Is that meh a modest, oh, what, little old me thing? Or is it an I'm not going to tell you how kind of thing?
I'll say this much. Beyond what the sheep pen prints, the only information that gets out of Metropolis is what gets smuggled. So it all just depends on what smugglers you know.
Right, you get as far as the people you know. And I'm here and I don't know anybody.
I don't know anybody here either. But I know you. And you know me. So that's one.
Yeah.
And you can count me in.
Count you in?
On finding your friend. If you wanted to work on it together, count me in.
Really?
Yeah. What else am I gonna do? Draw?
Seriously, though.
Seriously.
Okay. Okay, you're on.
Welcome home.
Maybe you'll actually sleep tonight, Nan. What the? Mystery envelope. Oh! Huh. Look in room 14633. Use the card. Don't ever say that I'm not helpful. Holy shit.
Metropolis, Episode 3, a Lux Radium production. Written, produced, and sound edited by Dan Coate. That's me. Directed and story edited by Sally Olive. With Angela DeMarco as Nan Canali, Nate Tenenbaum as Oliver Harriman, Katie Peabody as Alsace Kitchener, Mark Emerson as Bruno Van Rossum and additional voices, Avery Clark as Anders Van Rossum, Rachel Ryle as Services voice and other additional voices, Antonio Mitchell as Lowell, Bianca Rosso as Maeva, DJ Walker as Ryerson, Ayana Irwin as Nora, and Ingrid Sanai Buron as Ms. Palisette. Sound engineering and recording by Aaron C. Schroeder of the Pierced Ears Recording Company, the best recording studio in the Pacific Northwest. Original music by Foof, that's FF00FF, and original art by Michael Hershon. If you like the show, and we certainly hope that you do, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you can file an opinion about a podcast. Also tell a friend or tell all of them, even if it's a non sequitur in the conversation you're having. You can also become our friend by following us on Instagram at Metropolis_podcast, Tumblr, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Lux Radium, and we're on all the others too. You can find us there. This is 3 episodes down. There are 10 to go. Next episode will be out in mid-November of 2024. As always, thank you for listening, both to the show and to all of these credits. See you then.